spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will put total effort to crank us up. Not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
Running it to the right. Past the 30. It's a seam wide open, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Shoot, quick toss to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go with a direct snap. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Red pass, it's complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. Floats it out in space. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. With the catch, it's Tyler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Working his way on the return. return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on 3rd. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Snags it on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Breaks into the open. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Quick strike complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Sets up the screen. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a little space. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Here on third down for this offense.
Timeout, Texas.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Croman Hoke. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. Oh, a lot of space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. Defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it behind the line. It's McCutcheon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. Pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for...
Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Irvin. Bears the pressure. And his first throw here is incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Takes it on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half, but D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.